yet. Surat.
No, she's here.
Oh, she is. Never mind.
She's already
Nobody's in. She's here.
I saw her.
Thank you. She's here. I thought she wasn't here yet. If we can all please scoot over forward so that when more people come, they can sit. Let's get closer to God.
Welcome everybody to the Sunday Love Feast. Today's lecture will be given by Her Grace Rati Manjari Mataji. So everybody big Haribol. Please move a little bit more forward so the new guests can sit in the back.
Thank you. I already told.
Oh, we can be more.
Okay.
Very nice to see you. Is it good? See what's harder? Welcome to ISKCON Amsterdam. It's a tiny spot in a big city where special things are being discussed. Very fortunate persons get to be here, especially me today because I'm on the spot. I'm asking everyone here to please bless me so I can speak some nice wisdom, not nice, meaningful, and nice. It's a
Good. It's good I don't have false teeth yet. I would have dropped. Yes. So, because it is the Damodar month today, also today, I was considering that the most appropriate topic would be to speak more about the pastime of Lord Krishna being bound by his mother. And before we do that, we'll chant small kirtan, Jai Radha Madhava. Hare Karunanita Gaura Chandra ki jai. Sri Guru Parampara ki jai. ISKCON Amsterdam ki jai. Gaur Premanande. Yeah. So how many of you are here for the first time today? Maybe one raising. Really? No, not you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for choosing to be here today in your precious time. So, let me get my books. Prabhu, what is the program exactly now? What time is I'm supposed to stop?
Until 5 o'clock and then we have Gaurarti.
And then the Damodar Astakam?
Machine prayers and then Damodar Astakam.
Okay. Now, I tell you, I've been really thinking a long time what this talk would best be about. And there's so much to say. Krishna is unlimited. His devotees are unlimited. His qualities are unlimited. And we have, a bit more than half an hour. What to choose is hard. So, anyhow, I've got some things. Please bless. And I've got another thing. It's a blessing in itself. Let me get my age. Yeah. Alright. So, could you please show that this is I hope it's possible to see it, otherwise you can look it up on the Veda base after some time. This verse I showed you, okay? The first one. So we will, as I already said, we'll speak about the Damodar Lila. That is very central pastime of Krishna in the month of Kartik. This is the month of Kartik. It's a very auspicious month. It started with the previous full moon, Sharad Purnima, about, is it 2 weeks ago already? 1.5 weeks. When Krishna conducts his, many pastimes, but the Rasa Lila pastime also. But the center pastime of this month is the Damodar Lila. Who knows what Damodar means? Damodar, yes?
To tie the rope on the abdomen.
Yes.
Udar is the abdomen.
Okay.
And Dhamma is the rope.
Yeah.
So tying the rope to the abdomen.
Udara, thank you so much. What's your name?
Sarika.
Sarika. Okay. Thank you, Sarika. Yes. And this is a glory of Krishna, child Krishna, that even though Lord Brahma, who is the creator of this material world, says that he is the Ishvara Parama Krishna, and his body is eternal, full of knowledge and full of bliss. Sarva Karana Karanam, no, Ishvara Parama Krishna, Satchit Ananda Vigraha, Anadir Adir Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam. That's the first verse of the Sri Brahma Samhita, his prayer of worship to Krishna. So he says that Krishna is the original person. He is the cause of everything. So he is the supreme personality of God, according to Lord Brahma, who knows much more than you and me can ever know with our limited senses. But in the Vrindavan pastimes, when Krishna came to this earth 5,000 years ago, he displayed so many wonderful childhood pastimes in which he also behaved like a helpless child and a naughty child, and therefore his mother Yashoda Devi also had to, she felt, at least, she never thought he's God. She always thought that he's my naughty son and I have to train him to become a good prince because he was the son of the king of Vrindavan, Nanda Maharaj. And he has to become a proper king one day. So if he's misbehaving, I have to scold him and I have to show him how he's supposed to behave. So we have heard. I can't explain everything. Please forgive me if there are some things that you don't really follow. Of course, afterwards you can ask questions. But the idea of the Bhakti Yoga and the path we're following today, here in this International Society for Krishna Consciousness, is that we have a possibility. There's a possibility of 5 different types of relationships that one can have with God, and it goes way beyond just to maybe intellectually acknowledge, oh, there is a God, maybe there is a God, maybe there is no God. No, there is the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is a very confidential and essential scripture, explains in great detail the qualities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the existence, and especially the relationships that his pure devotees have with him. And the relationship which Yashoda Devi has is one of, what's it called?
Vatsalya.
Yes, see, I'm preaching to the choir here. Vatsalya Ras, the parental affection. And the lila, the pastime where Yashoda chastises Krishna by binding him with this rope, is called the epitome, is said by the teachers, by the great spiritual master. This is the epitome, like the essence, the highlight of the Vatsalya Ras. Most kind of emotions are coming out in this Vatsalya, in this Damodar Lila. So her name, Yashoda, who knows what that means? Da means to
Give.
Yeah.
Yash means
Victory.
glory.
Yes, fame and glory. So her name, Yashoda, means that one who gives fame to Krishna. And why did he become so famous? Especially by this Damodar Lila, where he allowed eventually his mother, who was trying to, out of her love, discipline him to be a good boy. Finally, after she completely exhausted herself trying to catch him and bind him, he allowed himself to be bound. And thereby, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, the Ishvara Parama, the one from whom everything emanates, Jamadhyasya Yataha, first shlok from Srimad Bhagavatam. It says that from him everything emanates. So he's like the source of everything. But somehow, because his mother loved him so dearly and spontaneously, he allowed himself, he became like a puppet in Yashoda's hands. And thereby he shows to the world that the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Master, is conquered by pure love. Actually, Bhakti Shakti, he has many Shaktis, many energies, and Bhakti, devotion, is one of his energies. But Bhakti is, in one sense, you could say, more powerful than Krishna, because he allows himself to be controlled by this. So, this is a philosophical point. When we bring this to the pastime arena, it becomes very enchanting, very amazing. And it behooves us, it's good for us who are living in this troubled age, with so many distractions, problems, shortage of, even clean air, food that we buy, we sometimes, I don't even want to look anymore at what it costs, it's like so distressing. Certain things I don't buy anymore because I find it too expensive. Anyhow, we can go on and on about the anomalies of Kali Yuga. So our minds and our lives are full of this kind of troubles. So it is very important that we have our sources where we find relief. And then in this path of yoga, transcendental sources, not the cheap thrills of, what is it, Netflix, chocolates, holidays, and so many things. They give the senses some stimuli, but they always disappoint in the end. But not the pastimes of Krishna. The pastimes of Krishna are an ever increasing source of joy, especially as we become more and more pure in our consciousness, we can relish it more and more. That is why the story, which is like this thick in the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is not the whole book is not about it, but a lot more in this wonderful book of Srila Jiva Goswami, one of our acharyas, our teachers. he has explained so many things, details about this pastime. Perhaps I can read a little bit from it. Okay, so can we go to the shloka of, we will plunge now into the pastime. It's Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 9, text 18. Have it?
10th canto, chapter 9, 18.
18, yes. I have to also look it up. So here, very briefly, I will just summarize the events which led up to this verse, for the sake of the continuation, and also because it's so nice. So Krishna is made famous by Mother Yashoda because she gave Krishna fame of coming under his devotees' control, and Krishna, in his role as her favorite child, gives up some of his opulences. I was just saying that he's the supreme person. He has all the riches, all the strength, all the knowledge. He's the supreme truth, absolute truth. But to his mother, Krishna lies. He tells lies. Like that. He doesn't, because it's time. And whatever he does, even the most naughty things, like he also stole. What did he steal? You know this? Butter especially, yes. Makan Chor, it's one of his names. He's the butter thief. So you could say, well, if he's the proprietor of everything, why he has to steal something so simple as butter? But it's explained that he was coming to the houses of the gopis because they wanted him. They were waiting for him to come and steal the butter. And when he did that, they would run to Mother Yashoda. Oh, your son, he's so bad, and they would start to gossip, about Krishna. And it seems like they were complaining, but actually they were including Mother Yashoda in the sweetness of the naughtiness of Krishna's childhood pastimes. Krishna was very naughty. He would also, what else would he do in the homes of others? Steal the butter, yes, but worse.
He would break the pots.
Break the pots, yes.
Distribute everything
To
to
the
monkeys.
monkeys, my goodness, to the monkeys. Apparently already then in Vrindavan they were monkeys. Now it's like you live in a jungle practically of monkeys when you go to Vrindavan. But even that 5,000 years ago, the monkeys were there. Yes, Krishna was a big friend of the monkeys. Yes. What else?
He would grab the tail of a calf.
Ah, yes.
And hang behind it.
Yes, he would also play with the calves. That was a little bit, now maybe around this time, yes. He would, because he was a cowherd boy, Gopal. His father had 900,000 cows. It's hard to understand that, like with our calculation, but it's really, it's a spiritual place. Krishna's Dham is able to expand, and everything which was necessary for the pastimes will be able to fit in that place, Vrindavan, Gokula. Okay, but he was being in the houses and passing stool and urine in the houses of the neighbors. And when they saw this, like, oh my God, what? Why is he doing that? Doesn't he like our butter? I should get some different milk, maybe. I should get better milk and then make the sweets only from this milk. So he would like it more and then leave the neighbors alone and not become so embarrassing in his behavior. So there were these cows, special cows, you know the name?
Padmaganda cows.
Yeah, oh, you're good, yes. Surabi, they're all Surabi cows, but yes, Padmaganda cows. Yeah. Can you tell something about that?
Those are the cows whose milk has the fragrance and taste of the lotus.
The fragrance, even the fragrance of those cows are like lotus flowers, and I don't know if you ever smell the lotus, but ooh, it's very nice. I mean, in India, what was it, Taiwan, I was able to smell lotus, and it's like, whoa, it's really very nice, very intoxicating. So the cows, they themselves, they smell like this, and their milk smells like this. Even their stool and their urine smells like that, like lotus flowers. So the name of this, they make, in India they do lots of things with cows and cow products. There was this called Braj Kardam. It's a mix of cow dung and urine. And Krishna, as a toddler, he would go to the cow shed, and he would sit there in this mixture of this cow and the mixture of the urine and the cow dung, and he would rub it on his body, and he also would rub it on Balaram's body. They were like playing with it. And one poet was praising Krishna. Oh, you do this, you sit there and you play with the cows and with the calves, but you don't go to the arenas where the brahmanas are worshipping you with mantras. You don't go there. You shy away from those areas, but you go to the cows. So Krishna is go brahmana hitaya cha. First the cows. He loves the cows the most. So anyhow, then so this is the environment where this is all happening. Queen Yashoda, she had of course so many maidservants, but she felt like I should personally, with my sneha, my motherly affection, I should make these sweets with all my love, and then Krishna hopefully will not do these naughty things again. And then as she was churning the milk into butter, she would sing pastimes of Krishna. She would make her own songs. There were already pastimes, of course, lots of sweetness, but also some demons already were killed by her little baby. Trinavarta, the cart demon, had already been killed, Shakatasura. So Mother Yashoda was so full of love of Krishna. She would make her own songs and she would sing them. And it is a very nice example. We also have our duties. Mother Yashoda is not some yogini sitting in Shanti and seeing Krishna in her heart. No, she's running around trying to keep him from falling in the Yamuna, taking care of the cows, making the special sweets and pacifying the neighbors. She's totally in anxiety. But it's Krishna. Remember Krishna Smaranam. She's so Krishna conscious and she's completely in ecstasy. So this sometimes in spiritual life is a misconception because we are under here and there's so much pressure that we just want the opposite of that. We want Shanti. And it's possible. It's one level of spiritual life to go for peace. But Bhakti Yoga takes us way higher. It is like the full blossoming of the soul's consciousness, when we can realize that not only am I a spiritual being, not a material body, which needs so many things, but ultimately is a, Prabhupada said, fallible soldier. We will die. The body will just, stop functioning. We have to leave it. So it's a fallible soldier. Even though we serve it whole life, at some point it is finished and we have to move on. So in Bhakti Yoga we learn that not only are we a spiritual being, which is a relief actually, because we never have to die, we have an eternal relationship with our source, with Sri Krishna. And that is a relationship, a yoga, a union of love. And that kind of love is already there in our heart. It is not something that we get from outside, even though now maybe for the first time we're hearing these songs or these stories. But it is just like a seed when you have like a bulb. We have a famous flower market, you probably know, in Amsterdam. They sell bulbs. And the labels are already on the bulbs. May all look the same for a layman, but some are tulips, some are daisies, some are hyacinths. I don't know that word in English, but they're all already. It's already clear what kind of a flower is in that bulb. So similarly for us, in our soul, it's already the seed is there of our eternal loving relationship with Krishna. It may be in Vatsalya Ras, it may be parental affection, maybe Madhurya Ras, it may be like a lover, like the gopis, it may be in friendship, it may be as a servant. There are different kinds, just like there are different bulbs, bit crude example, but just, it's not going to change, it's already there. But if someone doesn't put the bulb in the earth and waters it and there's no sun, it may never develop, but still it will always be a certain type of bulb. So our soul can completely, Prabhupada said, just like in a gym or, even growing up from a toddler to a grown-up person. We develop our body, we can develop our strength. And by devotional service, in a certain mood and following a certain path, Vaidhi Bhakti, we can develop a spiritual body. Yes. And then when we are successful, when we are finished with this body, then when we remember Krishna at the time of death, we can actually go there. Jaktadeha punar janma naiti mam iti sorjana. Then you will not come back here, you will come to me, Krishna says. So yeah, it's pretty important. It's pretty important. That's why I'm already so many years trying to, understand it, because it takes us beyond everything. And by hearing about the examples of Mother Yashoda doing her simple household work, but she was Krishna conscious. She was singing about Krishna. She was talking with the neighbors about Krishna. So in our current life, we don't have to become monks or great yogis. That's a gradual process. But we can, when we drive our car or when we clean our house, we can hear and chant about Krishna. And like this, we will clean the dirt from the mirror of the mind. Lord Chaitanya says this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he says, Chetodarpana Marjanam, we have to clean the mirror of our mind. And we do that most excellently by the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And it's also the hearing about Krishna. So let's hear some more. So she was doing that, and Krishna woke up in his room, and he was crying, and he was hungry. He wanted to drink. So his mother came to him and put him on her lap and started to feed him from her breast. But meanwhile, she already had the milk on the stove, and this was this special milk, the Padmaganda milk, that she would carefully had, cultivated. She wanted for the special sweet. So she was puzzled, what should I do now? Because Krishna wants to drink now, but I have this nice sweets. So she temporarily put him down, and then she went to take care of the milk. And Krishna, he didn't like this. No, he did not like this. And this beautifully described, there's a book by His Holiness Shivaram Swami. No doubt it's also based on books from the Acharyas. I just heard it, Hare Krishna Sita. I just try to take a few nibbles from what I remember. Because he was saying that in Bhakti Yoga, the essence is devotional service, but it's service in separation. Apparently you can also get lots of bliss when you serve Krishna, and not when he's not physically there. You can serve him by remembering him, you can serve him by doing things for him, and this is also very ecstatic, one becomes joyful. So Krishna, when his mother left him, Krishna also feels this ecstasy. Oh, I'm with my mother, and then she leaves. Oh, another kind of ecstasy. There is a separation of Mother Yashoda. He was relishing the separation, but he was also hungry, so there was these conflicting emotions. And he was like, it was processing all this. This is all about love, really, Bhakti Yoga. It's all about love and ecstasy, but not selfless love. So Krishna was like with these conflicting emotions, and it was written, he looked like a baby volcano. Now, how sweet is that? I thought I have to remember this. Yeah, so Krishna was here in his love, process, and he was crying, and Mother Yashoda said, yeah. And she also felt the separation, but she also felt the bliss of the separation and the bliss of the service. So everyone is like going through all these things. And so at some point, Krishna thought, okay, you leave me, I will do something naughty. I will get my own, I'm hungry, I'll get my own butter. So he went then to the place where the gopis kept, Mother Yashoda kept the butter, and they kept it up very high, because Krishna he already stole it, and she already knew what he could do. But Krishna is very smart, so he was, with his, actually this day, Balaram was not there, it says, because it was Diwali. On the Diwali day, this pastime took place 5,000 years ago. And Mother Rohini had taken Balaram to the house of Upananda because of Diwali. So Krishna was by himself, but somehow he managed to get some makan, some butter, and he broke very cleverly, very silently. He broke it, and then he started eating. Of course, the monkeys came, and he was distilling to the monkeys. And then he heard his mother, and he ran away. But his feet were so full of butter that his mother saw the footprints. And she took a stick because she thought, this is too much, I'm just leaving him a few minutes and look what he's doing. I have to discipline him. So she took this rod and she sneaked up on him. And suddenly he saw him and then he was like, oh. And this is another opulence of Krishna. Because he's the supreme. He can kill, anyone in one breath. Actually, when Mahavishnu inhales all the universes with everything in it, they all, are dissolved. So Krishna, that's an expansion of Krishna. Krishna doesn't have to be afraid of a village woman with a little stick. But because of the pastime and the love, and because he reciprocates, not just with Mother Yashoda, but with all of us. He says in Bhagavad Gita, what is that? Bhagavad Gita 4:11, Yeya tamam prapajante tam sakaiva bhajamyaham. As they surrender unto me, I will reward them accordingly. And this is a law of Krishna. As we become more eager to serve him and to know him and to hear about him, he will reward us. He's very fair. And therefore also it is said that this pastime with Mother Yashoda binding Krishna is the highlight of the Vatsalya Ras, because all the emotions that Krishna is going through, practically the whole pastime, he is in some emotion, anger, crying, false tears, fearful tears. He's going through all these emotions, not because he's no boy, ordinary boy, because he is reciprocating all these emotions with his mother's love to bring out the maximum in love and ecstasy in her. So this is, of course, way beyond you and me, but we can contemplate it, we can relish it, it can give us more faith that, maybe if I start to go a little deeper in my spiritual life, wherever I am now, I can also get more reciprocation from Krishna, because he's like that. He's very loving, he's just waiting. He's called Bhakta Vatsala. Who knows what that means? Bhakta Vatsala.
He loves
One who loves his devotees.
Yeah, one who loves his devotees. Yeah, there someone else? Who said?
Bhavagrahi, he reciprocates the bhava of the devotees.
Bhavagrahi, he reciprocates the mood of devotion of his devotees. Yeah, Bhavagrahi Janardana. He is able to taste the essence of our devotion to him. And it's not just for the pure devotees, also for you and me. Therefore, it is so encouraging, bhakti. It's always, even if we don't make it in one life, we will continue in our next life. It's really the best. What else can you take to your next life except our bad karma? No, Krishna consciousness. It's always inspiring, so nice. Shishi Karuna Nitai, Gaurtana ki jai, Shishi Yashoda Damodar ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, so yeah, all right. So we're getting there. Okay, so Krishna was doing mischief and Mother Yashoda was running behind him with the stick. But when she saw that Krishna got very afraid of her stick, and she thought, this is not good. If he gets too upset, that's not good for him. So I have to, so she let go of the stick. But still, so finally she caught him. That means Krishna allowed himself to be caught. Because the yogis, it's described, and the jnanis, they run after him. They want to understand what is the supreme truth. They want to see, the yogis want to see the Paramatma in the hearts. Lifetimes, Manushyanam, Bhavanam, Jamanam, Ante, Jnanavan, Mam Prapadyate. After many, many births and deaths, Krishna says, the one who is in real knowledge, Mam Prapadyate, again, will surrender unto me. And so the jnanis who are just acquiring book knowledge and intellectualizing about philosophy and God, they'll never, ever see Krishna the way Mother Yashoda got to see him. Because Krishna he's not like that. He's a personality. He says, I think that's to Uddhava, I'm not sure, but 11th canto, 11, 14, 21. He says, Bhaktyaham ekaya grayaha. Only by executing the activities of bhakti can one understand me. So it is really bhakti yoga which is the way to the heart of the Lord. If we really want to see Him as He is. And that's good to know. Let's see. Let's set this. Yeah. So, when she caught him, then she started to chastise him. Now, that's another amazing feature. Krishna is the Supreme Person. If you offend Him, you go to hell. There are so many devotees praising Him in so many ways, but here is His own mother, and she's chastising Him strongly. She said, "You monkey lover, you know, why you do this? Why you waste our precious butter, you know?" And with Krishna, he's very naughty also. It's a lila, you know. They also laugh. When you look at me, you see not how they do it. It's really transcendental. It's full of love and joy. Everything is full of joy there. Krishna's always joyful. So Krishna is very cheeky, and he says, "Oh, you call me monkey lover? Then maybe I should go and live in the forest with the monkeys, and I will do that." And then she thinks, oh yeah. He's so proud, you know, he might actually do it. He might rap to the monkeys. So that's not good. And so then she decides to bind him, not just to chastise him, but to keep him safe, that he will not run off. Because she thinks, my husband's not there, Rohini's not there, Balaram's not there, I'm doing this household work, looks familiar to the ladies especially. We're so freaking busy. We have so much to do. Madhya Yashoda also. She was like, I can't handle all this. I'm just going to tie him here. So she started to put rope around him. So far so good. But then what happened?
It was 2 fingers short.
Yeah, it was too short. She said, no problem. She took him and took another rope and put it, and then still it wasn't working. And she became surprised. Then she asked to all the maidservants, please, you go and find all the rope in the house and let's tie it all together. And they were tying. But however many times they could circumambulate Krishna, 2 fingers too short. Now what is the significance of that? The Acharyas explain that to be successful in devotional service, there are 2 elements. One is our endeavor. We really have to do our best. And the other one is the mercy of Krishna. So when, now we get finally to this verse, and we can just, I'll recite it. It's a bit too far, and unfortunately to recite it all would be the best, but I'll just do it. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Swamatu Svinagatraya Vishrasta Kavarajaha Drishva Parishram Krishnaha Kripaya Sibsabandhane. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. This is the last book that Srila Prabhupada personally translated. So I don't know exactly when he translated this, but it must have been in his final months. So it's also nice to remember that, how he, going beyond his failing health, he was still very eager to give us this nectar. So translation: because of Mother Yashoda's hard labor, her whole body became covered with perspiration, and the flowers and comb were falling from her hair. When child Krishna saw his mother thus fatigued, he became merciful to her and agreed to be bound. Asit Swabandhane. Purport. When Mother Yashoda and the other ladies finally saw that Krishna, although decorated with many bangles and other jeweled ornaments, could not be bound with all the ropes available in the house, they decided that Krishna was so fortunate that he could not be bound by any material condition. Thus they gave up the idea of binding him. But in competition between Krishna and his devotee, Krishna sometimes agrees to be defeated. Thus, Krishna's internal energy, Yoga Maya, was brought to work, and Krishna agreed to be bound by Mother Yashoda. Yes. And then Shukadev Goswami, he goes on, he's the one who's explaining all this, of course. He goes on to glorify Mother Yashoda. Let's see, we can't do them all. But this one is about Krishna. Oh, Maharaj Parikshit, the next one. This entire universe, with its great exalted demigods like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma and Lord Indra, is under the control of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yet, the Supreme has one transcendental attribute. He comes under the control of his devotees. This was now exhibited by Krishna in this pastime. And text 20. This is nice. I'll do the Sanskrit because it's poetic. Nimam virinchana bhavo nasrir apyanga sankshaya prasadam levire gopi yatat prapa vimuktida. Nor Lord Shiva, nor even the goddess of fortune, who is always the better half of the Supreme Lord, can obtain from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, thank you, the deliverer from this material world, such mercy as received by Mother Yashoda. Yes. So, Sukadev Goswami, a very exalted devotee, is actually a parrot of Srimati Radharani, who incarnated in this world to speak the glories, ultimately, of Krishna here in the 10th canto. So he is putting Mother Yashoda on a very exalted place. Not Brahma, not Shiva, not even Lakshmi Devi could receive such mercy as Mother Yashoda. So this is interesting. Sometimes when we think of women's lib or women's are suppressed, this, that, there's so much to be said about that. But when we actually look at the Shastra, we see that no, Mother Yashoda, she is very, very high, higher than Brahma, higher than Shiva, higher than Lakshmi. According to Sukadev Goswami, who is very near associate of Shishirana and Krishna. So let's see. Yeah. So this is another sweet. I want to say that. So she bound him, right? She bound him to keep him safe, and then she went on with her never-ending household affairs. And then Krishna, of course, his pastimes are always multi-leveled. He's doing with one little thing, he's doing many things at the same time. So he knew that in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj there were these two demigods who were cursed by Narada Muni because they were misbehaving many years ago, many thousands of years before. They were misbehaving in a holy place. They were dallying with women, being intoxicated, and swimming in holy lakes for sense gratification. And when Narada Muni came by, they didn't even see him because they were so delirious and so involved in their, women hunting. The ladies, the demigoddesses, they covered themselves, but these guys, they're just like, they didn't even notice Narada Muni. So he thought, this is not good. You are supposed to be exalted, demigods, controllers of so many things. You cannot misbehave like this. So, you want to be naked? I'll let you be naked. You be cursed, become trees. Oh, that's interesting. And next time you take a forest walk, you can consider, because there is information like this, that it's one of the punishments. If someone is too much addicted to illicit sex, then okay, you could become a tree. Yeah, sorry. It's also in the books. Okay, so these boys, these young men, they were cursed to be trees. But the mercy of Narada Muni was that they were trees in the courtyard of what was to become Nanda Maharaj's palace, garden, later. So they would be able, even though they were like cursed to stand in the elements, it's not so easy to be a tree, but they were able to witness these childhood pastimes of Krishna. Now, in some time, we will sing the song, the Damodar Astakam, in which the devotee Satyavrata Muni, he glorifies Krishna, he glorifies the pastimes, and he also asks benediction of Krishna. What benediction does he ask? Do you remember? Some of you know the song. What does he ask for? When we sing this song, we'll ask for it because we'll sing it. What is the benediction that the devotees ask in this song? Again? To get bhakti, yes. To get devotion, yes. Yeah. Tata prema bhakti. Yeah.
See him always.
To see Krishna in his form as Damodar and Bal Gopal, the small baby, young boy, child, closer to Krishna, you know. Very, very charming and sweet. The devotee is praying like this. I want to see you. I don't need any benedictions. I don't want to be a demigod or liberation. I even don't want. I just want to see you in your cute Damodar form, your Bal Gopal. So if you consider that these trees, now we don't know, I don't know how conscious they were, but they got that blessing because they were standing and Krishna was running there, and after the calves and the monkeys and everything was happening in that courtyard. So they got that blessing, actually very fortunate. And then they became personally liberated by Krishna. When he pulled the grinding mortar his mother tied him to between those trees, and then they cracked, and then out of these tree roots, these personalities, these devas, they emerged, and immediately they understood who they were and who Krishna was and what had happened, because they became enlightened, and they started to offer prayers, beautiful prayers. We will do one or two of them. Okay. Yes. Yeah. 10. I send you a few, right? Some 10, maybe 36. Is that possible? These are the demigods back in their constitutional position, at least and from that life. Let's see. Yes, 36. 10, 36. You got it? I like it. This one maybe we can repeat it because it's so beautiful. Nama Parama Kalyana. Nama Parama Mangala. Vasudevaya Shantaya. Yadunam Pataye Namaha. Thank you. O supremely auspicious, we offer our respectful obeisances unto you, who are the supreme good. O most famous descendant and controller of the Yadu dynasty, O son of Vasudeva, O most peaceful, let us offer our obeisances unto your lotus feet. This is after they have already glorified Krishna in different ways. Then the next, can you show? I'm just going to read the English, yeah? O supreme form, we are always servants of your servants, especially of Narada Muni. Now give us permission to leave for our home. It is by the grace and mercy of Narada Muni that we have been able to see you face to face. So they acknowledge the mercy received by their spiritual master Narada Muni. Even though he cursed them, he simultaneously blessed them. And this is what saintly persons do. They may, hurt our attachments and our ego with their cutting words. It says that the tongue of a sadhu, saintly person, is like a razor, but the heart is soft like butter. So when they speak strong words, it is not to hurt us, like a materialistic person might do, but it is to free us with ridiculous attachments to temporary things, so we can also return, not just to our, in this case, heavenly home, but our eternal home, to Krishna. So, and this is very interesting, this one, 8, because they did see, and what we should, as devotees, we should cultivate this mood. They want to serve him, not just see him. And I've seen Krishna, Hare Krishna, now let's go back to Netflix. No, they do things. They do things for Krishna. They want to use everything for Krishna. So here. Henceforward, they say, may all our words describe your pastimes. May our ears engage in oral reception of your glories. May our hands, legs, and other senses engage in actions pleasing to you. And may our minds always think of your lotus feet. May our heads offer our obeisances to everything within this world, because all things are also your different forms. And may our eyes see the forms of Vaishnavas, who are none different from you. So they were transformed. They understood their eternal position as a servant of Krishna, and they were going to their heavenly planets, but this is what they were going to do there. At least that was their desire. So here, another example we see here of what we can also do. We can, apart from being here and praying and hoping and waiting, bhakti is active. As they say, love is a verb. If I keep saying I love you, and my beloved asks something, and I say, oh, I'm so tired, can you do it yourself? No, that's not so pleasing, is it? So our great opportunity, and as you can see in this temple also, we are trying with some few people to do things, to create programs, to organize activities, to go out in the streets on Harinam, to make other people fortunate to hear that they can also hear about Krishna. There's all of us are volunteers here, because it is affection, out of affection and of respect for Srila Prabhupada, his gift to us, that we try to help him in his wonderful mission. And this is another open invitation to everyone here, even if you come here for the first time. If you want to make spiritual advancement, if you offer yourselves, your money, your time, your intelligence, your heart, to the devotees of Krishna, it will only help you, it will help us. Because we are all pretty, a long time already in this world. So we are like bound by so many material desires and karma and things. It's difficult to get out of a situation where you're bound. But the sadhus and the representatives, they come, help us, to be kind to us, to give us our shreya, not the preya. The preya is the immediate gratification that this world is offering all over the place. But the devotees offer shreya, the ultimate benefit, this transcendental knowledge. They turn by these wonderful books and stories, not stories, but pastimes. They turn our attention to the higher dimension. I was like a poem. I was going here on a bicycle, and I was thinking, normally I would be much more agitated by all these things and people, what I see, but because I've been sincerely trying to absorb myself in this pastime, it's like, you go ahead with your French fries and your fish, I'm not bothered. I want to speak with you about this. So it's like I could think, just see, it actually works. Our consciousness can be on so many different levels, depending what we fill it with. And that is the daily opportunity and the invitation of Srila Prabhupada. And of course we are here like a fledgling temple. We used to be in a big grachtenhuis, it would just really be much bigger. But that was also because more people were coming together and helping. When we are with few people, with few resources, we can only keep it small. But the temple sincerely wants to expand and get a better place for the deities, and let's maybe invite more deities, and really, make it Amsterdam is a world city. Srila Prabhupada personally came here. Really, it's one of the 7 cities in Europe that he personally came to. So he has a vision for Amsterdam. And we would like all of you to feel that you can also contribute. And not just that we want your money, no. We are wanting to create a beautiful community where Bhakti, Yoga and the pastimes of Krishna are in a central spot, so that everybody can get nourishment, which you cannot get in the material world. This is the oasis. It should be, and it can be, if we open our hearts, we're willing to cooperate even with those who are not like us, maybe not from the same country, not the same language, all different. But Srila Prabhupada wanted that. International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So we'll meet with all kinds of people, and that is the success of Krishna Consciousness. It proves that it's not just a Hindu not just. I mean, it's not a Hindu heritage. Yes, it is, but it is a transcendental knowledge, and it can reach everybody, even the animals. So many people that everybody can benefit from this. But it is up to us. Like Yashoda was carrying Krishna's glories so deeply in her heart. She was all the time singing and chanting, making everybody happy, remembering Krishna. We can be like these little lighthouses. We can fill ourselves up with Krishna consciousness. And then, as the Christians say, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. And again and again. But that's it. We are a little light. We are a little soul, a jiva. And we can be, ignited with Krishna consciousness. And it's not just whoever sits here. It's all of us here that can, make a difference for people. And we know that. But sometimes we get a little shy in this world because there's so much coming at us. But when we take the inoculation of daily chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, regularly coming to the temple, we have so many nice programs. We have the dinner club at Tuesday at about 5 o'clock, I think it starts. But the prasadam between 6 and 7, more and more people are coming. It's so nice. You'll have, different, deeper friends. If you just bring yourself to the temple and bring your heart and your mind and, be willing to do service. In this very life, in this very room, you can take so many big steps to come close to Krishna. And then they actually enter the pastimes of Krishna. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Damodar ki jai. So we have a few minutes. Is there maybe someone a question or a correction? Yes?
Well, just a little comment. At a certain lecture, at a certain moment you said that we can develop a spiritual body.
Yeah.
Now, I know you mean it in the right way, but this could be misinterpreted. It could be, some people might think, we have to develop, the spiritual body is not there and we develop it. But actually our spiritual body is already there. It is covered by we have actually chosen to...
Prabhu is saying, let me just a little bit translate. He said that I said that we can develop a spiritual body, but that might be misinterpreted because he says the spiritual body is already there. It's just covered by our false ego. And yeah,
well, that's actually the main point, that we are, because there are different interpretations of this. There are actually interpretations in the world of our Shastra that we were not with Krishna before. We come from somewhere else. We have to develop into something higher. But actually, Prabhupada is very clear on this, and many, Dhruta Karma wrote a very nice study about this, in which he also includes the conclusions of Jiva Goswami, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. We were with Krishna, we were part of his pastimes, and we have misused our free will to not serve.
Let me just, so he says, there's, the Acharyas have said that there's this issue, were we with Krishna or do we have to develop something like higher to be able to go to Krishna? And Srila Prabhupada was very clear on this, and the Acharyas have also, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Dhruta Karma Prabhu, he has written a book about this, that we have been already always with Krishna, right?
Yes.
Now, thank you for putting like this really, like, I call it, it's like a heated topic, which we can speak months about.
But it's very nice to know that actually our spiritual body is already there, that the Krishna consciousness is actually there inside.
Yes.
And we have to literally
uncover
it.
Yeah.
And that is, I like to know that.
Yes. He said that the Krishna consciousness is already there, we just have to uncover it. It is one of my personal fascinating topics. Whenever I hear Krishna or Srila Prabhupada say anything about this point, I get very interested. So excuse me if I haven't, reproduced it properly. Prabhupada in his classes, he sometimes doesn't go very deeply into this point. But he did say, he said, just like you can develop a material body, that there is a process for developing a spiritual body. He said that. So, but other than that, let's leave it.
I know you mean that.
Yeah.
But it's like waking up. We are actually
Yeah,
dreaming.
deep jungle. Yes. Okay, thank you so much. Saraswati Prabhu. Anyone else? The puja is ready. Yes, Aurora.
Yes, thank you. I wanted to ask, does bhakti also count outside the movement? So that your work, your neighbors, so can you perform bhakti
Yes.
outside the movement?
Of course.
And also
Yes.
without spreading explicitly Krishna consciousness? Because sometimes
Yes.
the gap is too big, then they
Mhm.
start running, and I didn't even begin explaining things.
Yeah. Very nice question. Thank you. Very practical. Yes, bhakti certainly counts. It's the movement is a vehicle, but Krishna is in everyone's heart, so he's everywhere. So whenever we engage in even small acts of devotion, it counts. It's not a privilege just for ISKCON to have bhakti. It's absolutely not. And there are many ways where you can inspire people to do what they call in the Shastra Agyata Sukriti, so that they can get pious credits without knowing that they're getting. Like I just have these silly things. I'll just give you 3 very briefly. That's when I see someone in the street who's having a bunch of flowers, to give to someone for some I offer it, I just say, okay, Krishna, Hare Krishna, and I offer it, and then I hope that the person gets some credit. I don't tell them anything, but I just say, oh, there's your flower, more flowers for Krishna. You can just chant 3 times Hare Krishna. You don't have to do the proper mantras, but it's about, wanting to make people fortunate. And the other thing I'm doing is whenever I find a little coin, I keep it in a special sack, and today I'm going to actually, I was planning in Kartik to put them all in there. I have I want to, take more time, but there's about, I think, 15 coins now, which I'm finding, and I'm going to put it there, and I pray for these people, whoever lost it, that they can, get some mercy of Krishna. And I even knew a variety of that. Now that's the small, the statiegeld, the little...
Deposit.
Deposit one. Deposit for this and bottles. Somehow or other, maybe I'm a bit of a street girl, but anyhow, it's a little moochy, it's not so clean. Anyhow, I find these things, and then I try to give them to the supermarket, and then when they give me 10 or 15 cents, I immediately buy some peanuts or some raisins, which we use for the prasada distribution on the Harina. So then like this, it can be ever so small, but if this soul has not done anything for Krishna in millions of lives, this smallness will be Bhavagrahi Janarana. It will be noticed by Krishna. Like this, we can benefit everyone all the time. It's a matter of consciousness. And that is also very nice because it keeps us away from our small-minded, our little problems. I'm in mine and I want terrible problems. No, this is a very low level of consciousness, which we like to, not to sound not compassionate, but there's possible to be on a higher level, to be a Mahatma, or become Mahatma, broad-minded, to think of the welfare of others. You'll find that your own problems, they will just take less energy, and you will be able to actually make difference for others, and their souls will be eternally thankful to you. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Have a beautiful Kartik. Srila Prabhupada ki. Thank you. Prabhupada Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Stotar Sri Srimat, His Divine Loving Grace, Abhay Charanat Prabhupada ki, ISKCON BBT Founder Charya Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Nichalila Pravish Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Stotar Sri Srimat, His Divine Loving Grace, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki, Ram Acharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki, Sri Rupa, Sri Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath, Sri Jeev Gopala Bhatta Das Raghunath, Sat Goswamis Prabhu ki, Prem Se Kaho, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas, Adi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki, Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Sham Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki, Raja Bhumi Sri Vrindavan Dham ki, Sri Navadvip Mayapur Dham ki, Ganga Maya Muna Devi ki, Tulasi Devi Bhakti Devi ki, Shri Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki, Transcendental Book Distribution ki, Shri Shri Karuna Nitai Gaura Chandra ki, Shri Radha Damodar ki, Yashoda Mai ki, Gaur Premanande, all glories to the assembled devotees, alle eer met verzamelde toegewijd. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Hari Om.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Prahlad Lad Rai.
Hare Krishna. Say the full mantra, please. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. A bit more louder from the heart. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Welcome you all for coming to our Sunday Feast Festival. This auspicious day of Rama Ekadashi in the month of Kartik. Thank you all. It's a great fortune for yourselves that you have been coming to this temple of Shri Shri Karmika Gaurachandra. We hope that this festival has made some significant contributions in your lives. Some more festivals are remaining still. Namadharashtra is going to happen afterwards. But let us quickly do some announcements. I'd like to thank Her Grace Manjari Mataji for giving an amazing class. Thank you so much. It's so blissful and nourishing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rajarani and the team for very nice decoration. Who all did decoration?
Decoration with vases.
Yeah.
What is this?
Nartaki Radha. Malati Lalita. Okay. And Rajarani yourself also. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Wonderful decoration and wonderful lady service. Thank you so much. Also, our daily team is a big team. Ashtapati Mataji and Mukhyatri Mataji, Janakinath Prabhu, Radhika Mataji and Premalata, Govinda Mohini Mataji now, new edition. Thank you all for taking care of our deity so wonderfully. Who is here for the first time? Please raise your hand. We have a small gift from Srila Prabhupada to you. Please know that on this auspicious day of Rama Ekadashi, you are getting Srimad Bhagavatam, of course glimpses, not full copies of it, but touch also of that. So please raise your hand and tell your name when you get the book. Please tell your name. Hare Krishna. Asmita? Achita Priya. Hare Krishna. There are people here.
Yes. Tatiana. Gentlemen. What's your good name?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Thanks for coming.
Next one.
Lila Pushpa.
Hare Krishna. Coming.
Yes.
I'm from
Joseph
Mandi.
and Soma.
Joseph.
Welcome.
Hare Krishna. Anyone else here? First timers? No, is it? I thought there are a lot of first time students. Mistaken. It's okay. Oh, usual problem with the mic. Stop working. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Manjari Mataji. Yeah.
Picture. You're going to speak about Govardhan picture.
Yes.
I have one picture of Janmashtami of many years ago.
You want to say something? So, coming Saturday is our Govardhan Puja festival. We don't have Sunday feast next week. It's Saturday feast because on the day of Govardhan we will be celebrated. And once we have a big festival in temple, it's also difficult for us to have one more festival on Sunday, so we're cancelling Sunday feast. But Saturday we're going to do the big program. So we're going to do Govardhan Puja. There will be Govardhan mountain here, which will be set up by the Pujaris team. And we'll be also making Chapan Bhog offering, which is 56 operations. No, not operations. Offerings. 56 offerings for the pleasure of Shri Govardhan, Giriraj Govardhan. And we want to welcome all the devotees who can follow temple standards in their home for cooking. You are welcome to bring a bowl of whatever you like, prasadam to be offered to Krishna, which means it's sattvic, prepared in a hygienic condition. What's going on?
She's raising one, I said it's two hands.
Okay. So yeah, please, if you like, and if it's understood that, of course, you can always improve life standards, but it would be nice if you maintain absolute hygiene and absolute cleanliness and absolute care in preparing this bhog item, because we'll be offering it to the deities. If you feel not so comfortable, that's totally fine. Just come. We'll be having enough preparations. I guess we'll have maybe more than 100 preparations. We're thinking of 5 to 6, but usually whenever we do this festival, it always becomes much more. So we'll be offering this festival Annakut, the day when all the Vrajvasis, they offered everything, whatever they had to Giriraj Govardhan. So we also wanted to do similar. So all the devotees in Amsterdam, you can bring whatever you like. Prasadam, we offer to Krishna, and we'll offer it on your behalf, and giving it back to you, of course, also. Okay?
Can I explain this picture?
Sure. Yes.
So I put this picture, Toshan Krishna put this picture. This is a picture of ISKCON Amsterdam it's 2 temples ago. This was a Janmashtami festival, a lot of 108 preparations, big cake. This was before the deities were installed, so it must be something like 1986 or something like this. Yeah, I just wanted to inspire everyone. It's so nice that there are so many preparations, and we have more. Oh yeah, I have another announcement for the day of the Saturday, November 2. There is also a Harinam. We will go on Harinam from the central station at 3 o'clock, from 3 to 5. So you're very welcome. It's a very blissful festival. You don't have to fast or anything. You can be in full strength, and let's share it with others. So please come to
the central station at 3 o'clock. Yes, and then you'll really be very happy.
3
to 5. Yeah, we will walk to the temple, and then the program continues here, as far as I know. Yeah.
Is the timing fixed? 3 to 5.
We spoke about it with Vijay some time ago,
Sure.
but I did many things may have changed.
Okay, sure.
So, but that's the Harinam announcement.
Thank you. You said that? Okay.
Yes, I have another one, but I want to wait till.
Okay, sure. So, in the month of Kartik, which is going on right now, today is the 11th day, Ekadashi. Every day we have been going around, all the devotees across from the Rhine, in Mera, in Ladistad, in Hofdorp, Haarlem area, in from the Rhine, in Thorn, in Saveen, Eindhoven, Tilburg. We have devotees going around to many other people's place every day. And we are taking Damodar picture, prasadam from temple, and also Givex to be offered to Damodar. And we have been connecting with so many new people, wonderful people, and things are going really well. If you want to also host a program like this in your home, please just reach out to me, or I don't know, Suraj is here from Almera, Maya is here, Eindhoven, Tilburg area. I don't see any other coordinators today, but yeah, just reach out to me, and then if you want to host a program like this in your home, you can facilitate. We have 19 more days to go in the month of Kartik. Of course, Kartik can continue in your lives, and you can also have programs later, but it's very auspicious to do this in this month. Srini is not here, otherwise it was shown a nice video of what all happened last week about all these programs. I forgot to announce about feast today. It's our team who cooked today. Myself and Ganapati and Bhavya and Arun and Maya and somebody else I'm forgetting. So let's thank all the devotees. So that's it from my side. You want to say something? Yeah, I think that's it.
There's another special day this week, coming on Wednesday. Wednesday, November, what is that, 6, I think? 7? Anyhow, maybe I'm mistaken. The thing is, the deities, can you show the other one? Shishi Karuna Nitai Gaur Chandra. They were installed 36 years ago. This is in the previous temple, which was huge. The altar was so big because it was meant for Jagannath, Subhadra and Balaram, they were carved this high. So they had their small little Shringasan. They were like meant to open up, and then later Jagannath, Subhadra and Balaram. So somehow or other they're not installed yet, but our deities are still with us to a large degree, thanks to Muktidatri Mataji, quietly sitting there. She took care of them almost 30 years, many years of them practically by herself. I think if she had not been so determined, the deities might have, left and gone to Radhadesh or somewhere, but she would not let it happen. She did everything by herself. So we are eternally grateful to you and indebted to you. And yes, you have done wonderful service. So I'm just trying to see. It is on the Wednesday. Yes, and it is okay. So it's a 36th appearance day, installation ceremony celebration. I think we still have to figure out how we will celebrate it, but it would be nice if there's a celebration. So we'll hear more about that later. But I just wanted you to know that they've been with us through thick and thin, and they're very merciful. Shishi Karuna Nitai Gaura Chandra ki.
Every year Timothy Mataji is reminding us of this. I think we should plan something. 50 years now she's telling, we will come up with something. Is this sure, right? 6th of November, that's the day. Hare Krishna. That we'll definitely come up with something. So that's it from our side. We'll be doing Damodara Ashtakam now. But before that, as we usually do, to close the announcements, let's close our hearts. Close our hearts, ears, not ears. Eyes. Open I'm sorry, I'm tired. Open the hearts, close the eyes, keep the ears open. Let us meditate on what Arkamajari Mataji was telling us in her class. It's about service. Just want to have this deep desire in our hearts that we want to serve Shri Damodar, the Gopinath, the Krishna, Karunita Gaurachandra in Amsterdam. It's because of their mercy, it's because of Srila Prabhupada's mercy that we have got this opportunity. Wonderful, amazing opportunity. As we are reciting this Damodara Ashtakam, again and again the author is the Satyavrata Muni, keeps repeating this. I just want to have this baby Gopal pastimes manifesting in my heart right now. So that's the most important thing in our lives, that we actually experience Krishna now. Prabhupada tells again and again also that this is not a post-dated check. We're not telling that you do something now and experience later. No, you can experience Krishna now. Let's have this one mood now, that we want to serve Krishna. That also reminds me that before this I need to make one more announcement. That we have started making these announcements since quite some time ago now. That we want a new temple in Amsterdam. So before we conclude our announcement, let's also make this prayer on this auspicious day of Rama Ekadashi, month of Kartik. Please, Shri Karunita Gaurachandra, if you desire so, please give us a nice temple in which we can serve you all better, serve the devotees better, serve the mass better, and be a flashpoint temple in the entire Europe. That's our hope, that's our goal. So let us recite Hare Krishna mantra together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. In the core of our hearts, one more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The last time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now to end, let us immerse ourselves in the consciousness of service, as was described in the class today. Just keep singing. Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Shyam, Jaya Shri Vrindavan. श्री श्री राधा गोपीनाथ भगवान की, श्री श्री राधा गोविंद देव भगवान की, श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन भगवान की, श्री श्री करुणित कृष्ण भगवान की, श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की, श्री प्रभुपाद की। Hare Krishna. We're singing the Ashtakam now, so please, this one or two? Okay, two? Sure.
Tell me up the lyrics.
voorzitter. Ja. Namo Vishwaram Satchit Ananda Rupam Lasapam Dalam Gokule Brajamanam Namo Vishwaram Satchit Ananda Rupam Namo Vishwaram Satchit Ananda Rupam Lasapam Dalam Gokule Brajamanam Paramrisamahacham sato nrutya gopya Paramrisamahacham sato nrutya gopya Yasodhadiyolaka ladavamana Paramrisamahacham sato nrutya gopya Mudantamohoanetra yukmamitamtam Paramoja yukmena tatam ganetram Mudantamohoanetra yukmamitamtam Paramoja yukmena tatam ganetram Sitakreva Dhammodaram Bhakti Badam Sitakreva Dhammodaram Bhakti Badam Sadame
Prashad